My feet stink.
What is up, guys? It's Chris with Everydaychris, and welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for Tesla, tech, and everyday life. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the awesome hidden features and cool tips and tricks with my Tesla Model Y that also applies to the Model 3 for the most part. Now, to the first awesome trick. There's no point in any tips and tricks if the car can't even turn on. Yes, Teslas still have a 12-volt battery. It's still needed to run things like the lights, climate, and starting the car. So yes, it's still very important. The 12 volt is the giant battery in most ICE or internal combustion engine cars. Normally, it does a great job of charging the 12 volt with the bigger battery. A battery charging a battery. However, it is known to fail over time, but if the 12 volt battery does die, how do you jumpstart it? Simply press the lid on the front bumper and you'll see a positive and negative terminal. Hook it up to your jump starter and the front pops open. At least in the newer Model Ys, they now have stronger 12 volt Li-ion, I don't know how to say that, batteries, so hopefully the chances of the 12 volt battery dying are very slim. Other awesome features are in the app. If you ever have any issues with the car not unlocking when you're near it, you can simply pull up the app on your phone and press the unlock button. Think of it as a remote for your car. It uses Bluetooth, so it's a way for your phone to kind of reconnect to the car immediately. This is why having the new widgets on your home screen is super helpful. It makes locking or unlocking or even opening your front super easy with the press of a button. Another super cool feature in the app is Tesla's new Live Sentry mode. It pretty much means while the car is parked, you can open the app and see what the camera sees in real time on the cars. And you can even talk with the built-in speaker to deter anyone or anything nearby. Next, once you get the app open, you can easily switch between percentage and miles in the app by clicking on it. Every animation in the car is in real time on the app. If you open the door, you'll see it open in the app. Even if you open the charge port, you'll see it open as well. When you open the app and the car is being driven, you get a cool driving animation with the speed of the car. Also, if you're driving to a supercharger and the car needs to precondition or heat up, you'll see a little heater icon near the battery. Pretty much Tesla did a great job of showing the status of the car without you needing to do anything. In the controls menu, you can control all the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and climate. And if you live in cold areas, you can swipe up to defrost the entire car. This puts the heater on max and defrosts everything. On the main menu in the app, if you hard press the top icons, you can actually customize it to what you want, as these commands are the ones you want immediately, like turning the climate on or off, unlocking the car, or even opening the front. Under the controls tab, you have the ability to remote start the car so anyone without a key can drive the car as long as they start the car within a certain time frame. When you do charge your Tesla, you can press the charging button at home or any supercharger to automatically open the lid. And when you take out the charger, the lid closes automatically. Another cool Easter egg is if you press the button 10 times super fast while you're charging, you get a super cool rainbow Tesla logo. Now, this is a super neat trick and something people didn't realize. You can set charging preferences in the app based on your location. So say you're at home and you wanted to charge or depart by 3:30 a.m., the Tesla will remember that location and will charge based on that preference. However, if you're somewhere else, say a mall, and you want to charge immediately, you can go ahead and customize that and it will remember that location and know to charge right when you plug in. Another cool feature that should be coming out soon is finally being able to see how much it costs to charge your car at home. It's still a beta feature, but you should see an estimate of how much you spend on charging to charge your car with these awesome statistics. It's worth noting that after your charge session, if you look in the app and your car is still plugged in, it'll tell you how many kilowatts you used to charge the car, which is pretty cool. An awesome feature with Tesla is the command prompts. It's super instant and it's surprising what it can or can't do. You can activate it by pressing the right scroll wheel. Like, there are a ton of secret Easter eggs with the voice commands alone. You can open the butthole or the charge port. You can say something funny like "my balls are cold" and the seat heater will warm you up. And a funny one, which is enable or disable life support, which turns the air on or off. If you have FSD and you say, "take me to Target," it literally will drive you to your destination, which is the future. One awesome feature is something called Joe mode. If you don't know what Joe mode is, if you have any sleeping babies and you don't want loud noises to bother them while you're driving, you'll find this feature super useful. It basically makes all the chimes and dings quieter, as there can be a lot, especially when you're on FSD. It even makes the turn signals slightly quieter. By the way, who's Joe, you might ask? Well, he's a Tesla owner who tweeted Elon Musk about how loud the Tesla chimes were and it kept waking up his kids. Then they used his name and they made it a thing. And I need to tweet Elon more. You can easily turn on or off your turn signal by simply pressing in the same direction you started with. And yes, that's another fun Tesla feature, being able to fart every time you use the turn signal, and honestly gets a laugh every time. So engage the right turn signal, you go all the way up. To turn off the turn signal, instead of going in the opposite direction, possibly engaging the left turn signal, simply go up the same way once and the turn signal will turn off automatically. And to enable auto high beams, just make sure it's checked in the menu and push the gear stalk away from you. You'll see a nice little gray high beam icon, and that shows the auto high beams are on. However, if you have FSD enabled, no matter what, the auto high beams will be enabled. And a lot of people don't know this, but to go into neutral, you just have to lightly press the gear stalk down and hold it for about 1 second, and it'll go into neutral. The parking brake is usually always enabled, and they don't have a notification letting you know it's enabled. However, if you ever want to manually engage the parking brake, hold down that gray button for a few seconds and the manual parking brake will be engaged. I'm sure you all know this by now, but to open the front 2 doors manually, you simply lift up on this black handle above the window switches. Just make sure you don't do it a lot, as it can potentially damage the trim. Another neat feature with the Model Y is the ability to easily control your hatch height. Simply adjust your height to what you want, press and hold the hatch button and it'll make a beep, and that's it. Also, if you're at a low speed and your car is in drive or reverse and you open the door, the car will automatically turn on the parking brake and put the car into park to prevent rollaway. But what happens if the car is moving and you try opening the door? Well, nothing is a safety feature, thank God. And before we move on to the user interface, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. Cryptocurrency is one of those things that everyone is talking about these days. There are all kinds of different exchanges to trade crypto on, but what many people don't realize is how much they're losing in taxes and fees. With iTrustCapital, you can actually invest in crypto without worrying about taxes or fees. iTrustCapital allows their clients to invest in crypto through an individual retirement account or IRA. The process of signing up with iTrustCapital is really easy, and the service is awesome. The best part is it's totally free to open an account and there are no hidden fees. With a new mobile app that allows clients to trade whenever they want, iTrustCapital has really earned its place in the market, being voted the best crypto investment platform in the US. As a special tip for my viewers, if you open and fund an account, you will get a $100 funding bonus added to your account. To learn more, just click on the link in the description and open a free account. First off, if you didn't realize it, the car on your screen shows everything in real time. From slightly turning on the windows to turning on the turn signals when you're driving, it all shows up live on the screen, which is super cool. Now, this isn't really hidden anymore, but Toybox has some great stuff to play with. You know about the fart mode, but you can even fart outside your car. And you can enable rainbow mode by pressing down on the gear stalk 4 times while autopilot is engaged. If you also didn't know, holding the car icon on the bottom left automatically sends feedback to the Tesla. So if you have any issues that aren't urgent and you want Tesla to possibly address them in a future update, simply hold that button and it'll send feedback to Tesla. Another cool feature I've talked in my previous videos is the ability to get your car to park itself in the garage or a parking space. This works if you have the full FSD package, but you have to turn on the feature by going to autopilot, customize summon, and turning off require continuous press. Once that's done, you can then double press the right gray button when you park, and it pops up the directional arrows allowing the car to park itself. Now, I by no means condone anyone taking their car into an automated car wash, unless it's those touchless water jet ones that don't even really work that well. But hey, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. If you do decide to do it and wash your car, make sure to enable car wash mode. Let's enter service and car wash mode. With the car wash mode, it closes all the windows, locks all the doors, and disables windshield wipers, sentry mode, walk-away door locking, and parking sensor chimes. And if you do an automated car wash, you can enable free roll, which keeps the car in neutral and won't automatically engage the parking brake, if you leave the seat. One cool thing is the touchscreen. Sure, you can easily adjust the climate with the arrows, but you can also slide the finger and press the button to enable more settings. And if you hold the temperature icon, it can immediately turn off the air. Another cool feature is if you max out the bass and you max out the sub as well, every time you max it, you'll get a different saying every time, like boom or slapping. If you didn't know, if you have dogs in the back or a child seat and you want the seatbelt notification to turn off, simply press the seatbelt notification and it will switch to child seat mode and not bother you anymore. Another cool feature is if you hate hearing the vibrations of the seatbelt in the rear, you can actually place the seatbelt buckle in the little holder at the top. Another awesome feature is if you have your destination already loaded up on your Google Maps or Apple Maps, you can send that destination directly to your Tesla. Tesla navigation doesn't use Google Maps, however, as they use their own navigation. But they do use Google Maps point of interest. Another quick tip is if you're on the navigation screen and you want to quickly navigate to home, you can simply swipe to the right and it will take you home without needing to do multiple steps. Or if you're already at home and you want to go to work, you can simply do the same thing and it will take you automatically to work. You also have the ability for Tesla to automatically navigate you somewhere if you sync your calendar and you always go to work during a certain time. And with Tesla's new trip function, you can now add multiple stops in the navigation. Just press the 3 dots and add a stop. And also from here, you can add a supercharger if you wanted to by clicking on charging. If you didn't know this, you can also set a PIN, just like your phone, to unlock the car before you drive. And for even more safety and security, you can enable something called 2-factor authentication for your Tesla account online. Now, if you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, what am I doing? I don't even have a Tesla. Don't worry, you're not alone, as I did that exact same thing. Let me know in the comments below if you have a Tesla on order and which Tesla is it. I do have one tip for you all though. Tesla is known to deliver their cars at the end of every quarter, so March, June, September, and December. Like they put everyone on the line to deliver their cars. My friend who's a Tesla engineer says at the end of every quarter, they make him stop what he's doing and have him drive cars everywhere to help the production line. This means if you have delivery days way out, have hope. A lot of times they push deliveries hard and fast at the end of the quarter, and you can see delivery date a few months earlier than stated. Just know if you aren't ready for delivery, you can always defer it. Just tell your sales advisor that you're not ready for delivery and you want to accept delivery in X months. However, I'm not sure how long they're gonna do this, as many people have been doing it. So they've been sending out emails to a few customers telling them to accept delivery or they'll lose their reservation. Another cool potential feature is the ability to customize your car and paint color. Something no other car manufacturer would ever add later. You're gonna have the ability to make your car a different color and even make it matte. Like mine is matte white, and that would be so cool if my paint reflects that. Or you can make it any other color based on any wraps or custom paint jobs you have. Anyways, I hope those tips helped. Thanks for watching my video, guys, and I'll see you guys next week.